Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast. And we're 1 minute into the game. As always, I'm sorry, but at least it's 1 minute and not 2, as I said before as well. I'm in a repetitive mood today, am I not? So let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? I thought red team was going for an invade, but apparently not. But I'll go through red team first, why not? So we have Thresh on the bottom lane supporting his Ezreal, who will be the AD carry, of course. We have a Renekton, who will be top. He's going to do the Braves together with Nidalee just to get that little experience boost. It may work out, because I don't see blue team taking any of the small camps, so it should be good. So Renekton top, Nidalee in the middle, and then the jungler will be Nocturne, who is now getting assisted. Ezreal taking a wolf there. What a bastard. Oh well, it's only 4 gold. Just maybe a little bit less experience for you, mate. It doesn't matter all that much. Renekton tanking for quite a bit, but he should be fine. Has chucked himself a health potion. Then blue team will be a Xin Zhao in the jungle, a Twisted Fate in the middle, a Pantheon on top. That's been a while. Last times that oh my, Xin Zhao almost dying there to taking the minion. Needs to be careful. Well, he did it smitelessly. No, he had to use smite. Ooh, that's bad. That's gonna be bad. So what I was going to say is that Pantheon, normally you see them in the middle because they have such good poke. Now it's going to be Renekton just popping his ghost. He is level 2, so he wants to go for it, but too many minions, mate. Too many minions. But as I said, I prefer Pantheon in the middle, though he should be fine on top. He does have a good passive that blocks 1 auto attack, so considering that pretty much everyone on top is a bruiser, it does block an auto attack. He does need to get level 2 though, or else he might die. Now he finally is. Hopefully he has a stun, though he might actually have Heartseeker Strike. Xin Zhao going to gank the Renekton. I do hope he has a stun ready. Yes indeed, very good play there by Pantheon. Renekton has used his ghost, there's no escape. First blood for Xin Zhao. Grand player by the Pantheon, leveling his stun force before Heartseeker Strike, though you'd understand it, right? So then, bottom lane, I haven't gone through you yet, have I? So, Misfortune with a Leona on the bottom lane. So this might be a double aggressive lane there. Both Thresh and Leona both play kind of the same way. Of course, Thresh needs to launch himself. Oh, Nidalee actually going for a kill on Xin Zhao. He flashed away though. Nidalee trying to be very cheeky. She might be able to throw a spear of, well, whatever it is going to be. She needs to be very careful though. Pantheon might go for the kill. The stun was apparently not long enough. Spear gets blocked by a minion. Nidalee needs to run away. She might actually die if Xin Zhao turns around. It might be the end. Now she's going to turn around onto Pantheon, for Renekton is in her rear. The spear manages to land, but she's too low on mana. So, oh my god, a double slice and dice by Renekton. He should have tried to go for the Pantheon though. If at all possible. I don't think he could have killed the Pantheon to begin with. So, a very ballsy move nevertheless. Nocturne protecting the middle for Nidalee has been very vacant for a long time. Not the smartest idea, I must say. This is going to cost her a lot of experience. Of course, if she was able to kill the Xin Zhao, it would have been awesome, because he had a red buff and a blue buff. Blue buff on Nidalee is always fine, because you can toss as many spears and heals. Combined together, spears. She can throw down as many spears as she wants. And you might say it spells with an accent as well, so it all worked out. Right? Right? Leona going to just try and push away the Thresh out of the bush, but there's a ward in that bush, so the minions will attack you. Nidalee is in trouble. I heard someone dying, but I can't see anyone dying. Game, you are messing with my mind. I think it was just Ezreal being hit by an auto attack of Misfortune. That's the thing actually on the bottom lane. They do not have any sustain. Oh my, Zenith Blade going down onto the Ezreal. Of course, the Arcane shifts away, but Thresh is going to take a lot of punishment because of it. And the double up is going to land. The Death Sentence is going to land, but he can't go in. He's too low. If he just had a little bit more HP, he would have gone in, would have flayed the Misfortune, and she would have died probably. But yeah, he was too low. He couldn't have tried it. He would have died as well, at the very least. Nocturne going in for a gank onto Pantheon, question mark. Will it succeed? Nope, because Flash was off cooldown. At least the Flash has been burned, so a great gank nevertheless. Nidalee taken down fairly low as well, thanks to a gank of Xin Zhao. And bottom lane still being the bottom lane, it always is. Nocturne actually stayed behind there. He might go for something cheeky. Of course, if Pantheon overextends, which he might actually do, will the horrors land? Yes, it will. The fear will land. Renekton should be able to Ruthless Predator him into a stun. Is tanking a lot of turret shots there. That could have been dangerous, but it all worked out in the end. A great gank by Nocturne, showing that patience is all that you need. Sometimes. Of course, if you're being too patient, then nothing is going to happen. Then you are wasting so much time as a jungler. So you need to be lucky. You need to be lucky. But he had a good perception of what was going down. Ooh, a very nice double up there. And oh, there is a ward in that bush there, Xin Zhao. Though your support should say it to you. She knows. Because she stood in the bush a while ago and the minions attacked her. That's why you were able to know. Xin Zhao instead going for another assault. This might actually work. There was no ward nearby. Red team doesn't know this. However, they are being pushed so hard that it probably won't be anything unless they're going for a turret dive. Xin Zhao going a little bit too soon there. If the minions were tanking, they could have gotten in for the kill. Though they need to be very careful, for Nocturne is close by. Xin Zhao doesn't care though. Flash has been burnt by the Ezreal, but I think Xin Zhao will not survive. Teleport coming in from Nidalee. That's a first. Will she get a second? Misfortune is in a lot of trouble. Does she have flash? Yes, she does. But Nocturne is flashing straight after her. The Duskbringer will give him the kill. Nidalee landing the spear on Leona as well. Leona still has flash though. She's going to flash over the wall. Twisted Fate was close by. So great play by Nidalee, teleporting in, and as well Nocturne for being there at the perfect time. He's the god of timing in this game, really. He was at the top just a few seconds ago. He recalled and went straight to the bottom to help his team out for the best. So a little bit greedy there as well by blue team. They tried a little bit too hard. Pantheon just passing by. Is going to miss his Heartseeker strike though. Renekton might actually go for a lot of damage here, though he is not yet level 6. If he were, well then that would have been a dead Pantheon. Xin Zhao taking himself a nice red buff. He has gotten the Madrid's Razor. And I think he's not going to turn it into a Wriggles Lantern apparently. He wants to have a very early Locket of the Arm Solari apparently. So, well, Madrid's Razor is good enough for Xin Zhao. He has lifesteal built into his kit, so he doesn't really need spells for lifesteal. So I don't think he will take that much damage. Pantheon might actually almost go for the kill here. Keep in mind that Renekton can increase his health with Dominus though, so Heartseeker Strike will not be as effective as he would have wanted. Nidalee trying to throw a blind spear onto the Twisted Fate will not work. Xin Zhao pressuring her lane as well. Well, she has blue buff, so she can throw down as many spears as she wants. And she should. She has a Tear of the Goddess. It will increase her mana pool ever so slightly. Bottom lane, Ezreal has bought himself a BF sword, so does Misfortune. So they're quite equal in, well, minion farm and items. So this should still be quite an exciting lanes. It's all up to the supports, man. Both of them also have a Philosopher's Stone. Leona does have a Vision Ward. So that might be interesting, as Xin Zhao and Pantheon are going to die on the top lane. Let's see how that happened really quickly though, because it was quite impressive that Pantheon was able to get the kill as he is moonwalking completely out of position. Renekton trying to run away, Pantheon tanking a lot of damage, and the Ignite will probably kill him. So yeah, that was quick, that was very quick. Nice try by Renekton trying to get away, but at least he got a kill out of it. Nocturne in the middle, he is level 7 and he still hasn't ganked yet. Paranoia is a great ability versus Twisted Fate, because Destiny I don't think reveals anything when Nocturne's Paranoia is active, so it means that it's quite useless actually. Flash in by the Thresh, but it's going to miss his death sentence. Very good block there by Nocturne with his Shroud of Darkness. Will probably get the kill onto Misfortune. Ezreal actually got the kill. Leona just slingshotting by, almost killing the Nocturne, as Ezreal is now quite low as well. Twisted Fate has Destiny active, so they need to be careful. However, Nidalee apparently threw a very nice spear onto him. Whoa, what am I seeing? It's Pantheon coming from the sky, immediately killing the Ezreal, probably immediately killing the Thresh as well. Just a few seconds to go. Nidalee actually could... She should have clicked on the ward, but it might have killed her, but she's still going for it, so yes, she should have clicked on the ward, because that would have given Thresh a shield and might have accidentally blocked some damage. She needs to get away though now. Twisted Fate is full health and Destiny is active, so it might kill her. Renekton at the meantime is of course pushing top, for Pantheon is nowhere near. Nidalee is trying to make it so that he can't recall as fast as he would like. Twisted Fate now spotted by a ward. Nidalee should know that it's time to go. If Twisted Fate gold card land onto, he's going for it. Nidalee running away though. Pantheon is completely out of position. She is taking a lot of damage though, but she is a Nidalee. She was in a bush, so she had bonus movement speed and managed to get away. Pings should be going down for Dragon, but there is a vision ward that Leona placed earlier at the Dragon. So, oh no, actually that should have been Nocturne's pink ward. Ooh, a very nice spear hitting the Twisted Fate at almost half health. Nidalee is going for the chase. Will miss the second spear though. Dragon is being done, right? Yes, indeed. Nocturne is going to solo Dragon. He's able to Umbra Braid, make it so that he at least regens a little bit of health. He also has a Wriggle's Lantern, so that should regen quite well, as Leona wanted to go for Ezreal, but the bullet time will get the kill. Pantheon still and on the bottom is going to tank a lot of shots, will dodge the death sentence. Dragon has been taken by the Nocturne though, so in the end it might have been worth it for Red Team, to be honest. If they can get the kill onto Pantheon, he will die, though Nocturne went the entire different direction. He was quite low from taking Dragon, and Leona and Misfortune were in his rear, so he couldn't go for it. As Xin Zhao wants to go cheeky on Renekton. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, it's just going to be a little trade-off there. Go, Xin Zhao! 3 talent strike and then run away! Run away! And then try again. Blue is up for the Twisted Fate. Yes, indeed. Does Nidalee have blue? No, she has not. Poor Twisted Fate. He'll have to wait. That rhymes. Xin Zhao and Renekton now apparently are going for it. For Dominus has been used. Xin Zhao again backing off. He has time if he waits for Dominus to be non-active. Actually, he's going for it right now. That's probably not the best timing. Flash has been used now by Xin Zhao. That shouldn't have happened there, Xin Zhao. As Nidalee is actually going for a cheeky kill with a spear. The spear will get dodged though. And Pantheon actually jumped in the sky. Who will die first? Renekton has used Ghost. They're going in onto the Xin Zhao. Nidalee will of course tank the turret. Run, Renekton, run! Oh, a very good stun by Pantheon. Heartseeker Strike will be used and the Ignite will probably get the kill. And if not, the auto attack will. But at least Renekton did manage to escape. A killing spree for Pantheon at that as well. He had a hard game in the early game because of course Renekton is such a hard lane to play against. But in the end, now he's on a killing spree. With 6-6, Red Team is only ahead by 5,000 gold, which isn't that bad considering Red Team did took a Dragon. Yes, of course Nidalee is missing Twisted Fate. Oh no, it's Nidalee pinging. Sorry for that, I was confused. Well then, Xin Zhao does have bought his Locket of the Iron Solaris. Twisted Fate is going in for a gank. Xenoblade misses there. The Solar Flare doesn't, but Nidalee is going to teleport in once more. Bullet Time will get a quick kill onto the Thresh. Nidalee wants to go for it, and probably they should. Twisted Fate is too low. However, if they catch too many wild cards... No, Nidalee. No, you silly. That was a miss. Ruthless Predator combined with the Aegis of Zhonya. I knew it was Aegis. I didn't know which one. And that's blue to Nidalee. And Twisted Fate has still yet to receive his own blue. Which is a pity, because he used Destiny. If he had blue buff, he would have gotten a little bit more cooldown reduction. Meaning that he could have used Destiny again, in a shorter period of time. Though, no, well, Thresh died, so it was worth it in the end. He got a kill out of it. Or at least his team. Oh, Misfortune versus Ezreal. Ezreal is too low on mana. And Misfortune actually backs off. I thought she could have gone for it. He doesn't have Flash. Oh, he actually almost has Flash. Yes, he does have Flash. Well, never mind, and I'm a big stinky liar. Renekton with a great Ruthless Predator will get the kill onto Pantheon, shutting him down. He stunned the Heartseeker Strike immediately. Nidalee now going to get 3 talent strike by Xin Zhao. Stayed a little bit too long, I might say. Gets hit by the wild card, and that's another audacious charge. Going to kill her. Nocturne trying to get the Revengeance kill, but he needs to back off, for he doesn't have that much mana. And Twisted Fate is still there, full health, pretty much full mana as well. So he can't do anything. That will be the first tower in the game as well. So a gold lead now for blue team. Very good indeed. And there's going to be a kill onto the Nocturne. He doesn't have mana for Shroud of Darkness. And there's going to be another audacious charge. The cooldown of that charge is low, man, if you have blue buff. Oh, Xin Zhao. Oh yeah, he killed Nidalee. Of course he has blue buff. I thought for a minute he was a stinker that took the blue for himself and not to his friendly ally, the Twisted Fate. Though you can see... Oh, Pantheon going for a cheeky kill. He will miss the Renekton, but Renekton decides, well, I'm going for a walk. I will slice and dice through the wall Though Pantheon pretty much predicted it, but he can't decide. And the slice and dice failed. Oh my god, that could have been detrimental there. Pantheon searching for Renekton. He's going to flash. He's not going to flash because it's on cooldown. Maybe he tried to leap over the wall with his Ages of Zhonya. But I don't think the range is that big, Pantheon. At least you tried. Sunfire Cape been bought by Renekton. It's a great item to have. It gives you armor, it gives you health, and it gives you 40 damage per second to anyone near. It combines really well with the Dominus, which of course, does it do the same? No, it's Nasus ultimate that does the same. Let's see, let's see. No, it deals magic damage, so I was right. Leona going in, the Arcane Shift actually being blocked quite. A very nice Solar Flare, cleansed away by Ezreal though. Oh my, that would have killed him. But Misfortune once more, double up onto the Ezreal with an auto attack, will get the kill. Death Sentence still on cooldown apparently. Not that it would have killed her. Pings are going down near the dragon. Is it already time for the dragon to spawn? Nocturne is on top, so he's completely out of position. It's actually going down onto the Xin Zhao. Ruthless Predator stunning him. Nidalee bouncing forward, getting knocked towards the Xin Zhao more than nothing. And Xin Zhao is just going to kill her, probably. That's the power of a Xin Zhao, man. You cannot escape. There's another audacious charge coming for you. Another heal by Nidalee, but it's just not enough. Now it's going to be Renekton probably dying. The gold card will lock him up, but it's going to be a rampage for Misfortune. It's right, Nidalee, it's true. His E is faster than your W, apparently.
Clear as day.
It's his skills, man. If he uses Battle Cry, he gets a... Is it? Yeah. If he has Battle Cry, then he gets reduced cooldown on every auto attack. And he has blue buffs, so his cooldowns are very low with Nidalee. So, in a way, yes, his charge is indeed on a lower cooldown than your pounds. What? Sorry, I was reading. What? How? How? Well, Twisted Fate went in, was blocked though. Oh, but it was the wild cards being blocked. That's why. Very great play by Twisted Fate. Very great play indeed. Using the wild cards to make it so that the Shroud gets popped. I thought as much. How did you get the kill onto a Nocturne? Great play. Grand play. Oh, nice spear as well. But will it be enough? Will it be enough? Nope, and Pantheon could actually go for the kill here. But Nidalee is being supported by the Thresh, so a death sentence should ensure a kill. Never mind. At least he's going to bush camp it for her, and Renekton is close as well. But looky here, that's burst damage for you, and flash away by Pantheon. Great play by blue team once more. Just doing whatever it takes to get the kills, to get the thrills, and they are multiplying. So I was confused because I thought that Xin Zhao's auto attack reduces cooldown reduction, but I don't really see it. They changed them around a little bit. Maybe it's gone forever and I'm just one of the very old guys that, well, doesn't know shit what he's talking about apparently. Who is dying? It's Twisted Fate. Is he in trouble? He actually is. Will he get it that way in time? Oh, barely! Will be a quick kill. Nevertheless, great play by Renekton. Never giving up. Xin Zhao now going for a kill onto the Ezreal. There's no escape, really. Audacious charges on a lower cooldown than pounds. And it actually is. Oh, no, that was 3 talent strike. No. Come on, I want to know whether or not Xin Zhao still has cooldown reduction. There we go. He's going for a dragon, so I have all the time to read. No, apparently they changed it around. They changed it around. Well then, I'm a complete retard. Anyway, Nocturne being caught there by the Leona is going to use his paranoia to just get away, and it will work. The dragon has still not been taken yet, but there's no way that he could steal it. I'm reading chat now. I'm being extremely distracted all day long. You read it for yourselves, I'm not going to talk about it. The Twisted Fate going to throw a card onto Renekton's face. He is a crocodile though. That's just silly. He's still going for it apparently. Does he have Destiny? Yes he does. Renekton trying to be cheeky. Oh, Twisted Fate, if only you would look in the brush, you cheeky bastard, Renekton. You cheeky bastard. Bottom turret still hasn't been destroyed yet apparently by blue team. It's the... I was going to say the only tower remaining, but they managed to push these 2 towers here. So that's quite a big thing. That's a very big thing, actually. That will give them a lot of jungle control onto the red team's jungle, which is good for them. It's a pity for red team, but at least red team is able to maintain their turrets on the outer lanes for, well, they've only taken one though. They got the top one. Blue team hasn't taken this one down, but it's fairly low as well. So blue team is going to have a lot of map control in just a few seconds. Pantheon trying to go for a kill onto Renekton, question mark? Well, that's the answer. Twisted Fate is the answer for everything. Pantheon, Renekton actually going to tank it for quite some time. Now we have Nocturne and Nidalee going down. Pantheon will get the kill onto Renekton, or won't he? He won't. Renekton barely surviving, probably thanks to a great primal surge by Nidalee. Let's see whether or not, yes, it is on cooldown. So pretty sure she used it, though I couldn't see it. Oh no! It's a trap! It's a trap! Run! Run, you fool! Will it be enough? Yes. Oh, and he gets speared into the other direction, but the Twisted Fate is going to get hit by a spear. Wild cards will miss, so Xin Zhao wants to go for it. He doesn't care. Heal! Oh, very good knock away by Xin Zhao, but it's not going to be enough. He got terrified once more underneath the tower. Will he be able to get the kill, though? He can't kill Nidalee. He's a Xin Zhao. He can do it! Run, Xin Zhao! Renekton is coming with a ghost. Oh, he walked on a trap! Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic, man. Oh my god, walking on a trap. That's the worst way to go. Well, a Teemo Shroom is probably worse, though. In my opinion, it is not. A very nice death sentence there. It wasn't meant to be, though. He could have gotten in, I believe. Thresh still had the box. He still had Flail. So, he Flay. He's not a Magikarp. Oh, Pantheon, death from above, but there's a Nocturne. Oh, no, you don't want to fight the Nocturne. You want to run away. Run, you fool. Nidalee is coming down as well with the boots of the home front. Oh, the spear gets flash dodged. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be the nicest spears in the 9 kingdoms. I mean the 7. Nidalee going to try and pounce onto the Misfortune. Misfortune won't survive. A shutdown on her face. One more spear will be awesome, but Nidalee doesn't want skill shots. She's going to take the kill. Ezreal would have gotten it, Nidalee. You cougar. You female cat. And not female dog. I wasn't going to say female dog because she's a cat. Jesus Christ, this game. It's a very tight game still. It's only a 3,000 gold differentiation at the 23 minutes mark. Not that impressive. Thresh apparently wants the Renekton to help destroy this tower, but Ezreal and Nidalee should be more than enough. Nidalee does have a Rabadon's death cap. Her tier should be, yes. Her tier of the goddess is fully stacked as well. It is easy to do as a Nidalee. Nocturne wants to go for a kill, question mark. I have said question mark so many times, but he's going to get stunned. And yes, the grasping horrors will not land. I mean unspeakable horror. I've been making up spell names the entire game, and I don't mind it one bit. I always have troubles with Nocturne spells. I don't know why. I play Nocturne, so I should know his. I mean Duskbringer. Who thinks that looks like a Duskbringer? I don't know. What is a Duskbringer? Again, I don't know. So then, let's compare the junglers, shall we? For Nocturne is more of an assassin-y kind of a jungler. He just dives in and needs to survive for as long as possible, go onto the AD carry and kill him. But that's going to be hard for him. So he does not have the Locket of the Iron Solari. Xin Zhao does. They are both going for a... Well, Xin Zhao already has Sunfire Cape, but Nocturne has a Giant's Belt, so... Knowing Nocturnes, they might go for a Frozen Mallet though. It's a very good item on Nocturne. He'll jump on you and slow you down with an auto attack and you cannot escape him. You will never be able to escape him. If he hits Duskbringer as well, he'll just chase you down for eternity. Unspeakable horror will fear you. No escape. Especially with a Frozen Mallet. He did buy himself a Hex Drinker. It was probably necessary because that Twisted Fate has such a high bursting potential right about now. We shall see. Xin Zhao actually standing on top of a watch. He's going to get caught by the Nocturne. Pantheon going from above, going to hit only one, and that's going to be Thresh, dying once more. Thresh not having the game of his life. Nocturne now diving in onto the Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate did manage to back away. Bullet time across the Renekton, and very nice spear and Nidalee, by the way, onto the Renekton. Oh my, Ezreal now dying as well. I want to Complete my sentence, damn you. Nidalee going for the misfortune. And now going for the chase on to Twisted Fate. Not the best idea, but if she managed to land a single spear, Twin Shadows now being used. Will slow down Nocturne as well, though. And I think he still has Destiny active, so if Nocturne is out of position, Nidalee needs to stay with him, or else Twisted Fate will go for the kill onto him. He's going to try and get to Nocturne now, will just use his Destiny to get away and just juke it all day. Renekton going at the chase. Renekton is too low as well. Only Nidalee is allowed to get close to him. And if she gets hit by wildcards like that, it is going to kill pretty much everyone. Nocturne, of course, has a Shroud of Darkness, so it will block at least the gold card. Wildcards are not doing that much damage onto Nocturne because, of course, he has a Giant Belt. And he has the Hex Drinker. So during that team fight, all I wanted to say was Nocturne and Renekton, and I didn't have the time. I just didn't have the time. It was a very good team fight for both parties. Of course, a little bit better for... No, actually for both parties. I will remain to my statement. Of course, it was a pity for Xin Zhao that he was standing on top of a ward. But what can you do? Thresh didn't do anything. He just got shot down completely. But that Misfortune ultimate was so splendid. I'm actually quite surprised that there were no more casualties on red side spot. Though of course, as I wanted to say, they did focus Nocturne and Renekton. My tongue was stuck for some apparent reason. And well, they're not your prime targets. It's Ezreal, Nidalee that you want to kill. Of course, Renekton does have a high damaging threat as well as Nocturne, but they're quite tanky. They took all the hits and they managed to survive until the end and beyond. So it was a grand play by them, keeping the blue team at bay, making it so that Nidalee could just pounce on pretty much everyone. She is 9-5 because of it. She has her Seraph's Embrace because, of course, as I said, her tier was completely stacked, so she has a shield now, which is good on Nidalee's because you normally tend to see Nidalee's go for barrier nowadays because Ignite is just a Nidalee killer and barrier counters Ignite pretty much. But she went for teleport, which was a good idea overall because you're fighting a Twisted Fate. So whenever he uses his Destiny, you can use your teleport to kind of counter it. A very nice spear onto Leona then. I didn't see it, but I heard it. Leona immediately going to have to recall that. She probably has enough money though for an item. We shall see. Oh, another spear hit by Nidalee. Now onto the Misfortune. Poor girl indeed. That's the power of Nidalee though. Red team has such a good poke team because of it. Though you cannot underestimate Twisted Fate's poke. But considering Primal Surge is also just easily spammed by Nidalee, she can heal everyone that gets hit by it. Nocturne can actually go for the counter push, split push. It's a surprise that he didn't. Oh, someone else got hit by a spear. Now it was Xin Zhao. And because he stood on a bushwhack, he had reduced magic resistance. Oh, very nice death sentence. He jumps over the wall, flails pretty much everyone. A very good play by the Thresh. Nocturne actually been pushed out of position thanks to the Xin Zhao. Pantheon is just going to get wrecked by Renekton and Nidalee. Nidalee will die though, so great play on that part. And blue team turning this around. Really? Watch out for the trap there. Twisted Fate, Twin Shadow slowing down blue team, but it's not enough. Misfortune still pushing. They're still going, and quite frankly, they can. Will they be able to push down the inhibitor though? We shall see. Nocturne will try to defend. The rest of blue team is going to try and regen as quick as possible to return to this tower. But there is no stopping them. Twisted Fate will accidentally aggro the tower because there are no minions. Well, there was one. And actually it's going to be a inhibitor tower destroyed. Will blue team go back now? Because it's going to be a full HP 3 versus 4. It's still a 3 versus 4 though. So they need to back away immediately. Nocturne with his home front boots. Home guard. Why do I say home front? Oh no, that's goodbye. I said home front earlier in the game, didn't I? It's not that good of a video game, Nightspectre. Why do you have it in your mind? Insane amounts of pings, by the way, going down onto the Baron. I'm deafened by it. So red team wants to counter, and they should. The entirety of blue team should be rather low, except for Misfortune. Of course, she has a Bloodthirst, so she can regen quite quickly by auto-attacking minions. But the entirety of blue team is there except for Xin Zhao. He is of course a jungler, that means no smite is there to use for steals. And quite frankly, only Pantheon's Grand Skyfall could do something to steal this Baron buff, because I don't think wildcards are enough. But at least Twisted Fate will try, and quite frankly, red team isn't doing it quick enough. They need to back off. A death sentence should land here, and it doesn't. That was a fun sight. It was very close though. At least you tried. Whew, well then, a Baron dance should ensue quite shortly. Of course, red team needs to be careful. They have super minions pushing down their middle lane, so they'll need to push down that lane at least a little bit, or, well, let it be pushed, I suppose, but it is quite dangerous considering the fact that Twisted Fate could split push. He has a Lich Bane as well, so he can do a lot of damage onto structures and push quite hard. He has Twisted Fate. As long as the minions are on the conga line, he can just throw down wildcards and they pretty much all die. So red team does need to be very careful on how they're going to play this. Of course, as long as Baron is still up, I shouldn't really go for the split push, because Twisted Fate is needed. But then again, he can use Destiny. It's all good. It's all good. Maybe if Nocturne uses his paranoia, he won't be able to see what's going on and where he's going to teleport towards, but in the end it should be fine. But I think it's going to be a stalemate. It is too dangerous now. Blue team has a small advantage, so they don't need to make calls here. Of course, red team will probably say, well, if they aren't making calls, if they aren't forcing a Baron fight, then we're just going to defend until our inhibitor has respawned. Thank you very much. Which is what they'll probably do. So I do believe it's up to blue team to say, hey, Baron's up. Let's fight, you red sons, babies. Wait, how does that work? And never mind. Now, let's go through some more items, shall we? As Ezreal bought himself a side ward. Ah, good guy Ezreal, showing that even carries can buy wards if they have the money for it. Of course, Leona has ward. She has one more side ward, and then, of course, the Ruby Sidestone. As well for Thresh, he also has the Ruby Sidestone and the side ward as well. He has Twin Shadows, which is, well, it's a good item on Thresh for the sole reason that it gives movement speeds, and of course the active is good. But it doesn't make him as tanky, and Thresh, of course, he gets the tankier the longer the game progresses, but I kind of hope that he would go for the item that Leona went for. Leona went for a Bulwark. Well, that's Dutch. Oh, death from Skyfall! Grand Skyfall! Doesn't get the kill and he'll probably die because of it. A very good Solar Flare though, dividing red team completely away from the Renekton. He will not survive. A very good flash away there by Ezreal. Or was it an Arcane Shift? Pantheon going for the revenge kill onto the Nocturne though. Very great fight for blue team. Very great fight for blue team. Of course, that's the thing. If you have a Nidalee, you do not want to initiate fights. She first wants to poke down the enemy team and then initiate. Twisted Fate going for a kill. Flash away by Nidalee though. So it won't be the case. Xin Zhao tanking a turret, but that's another turret destroyed. And quite frankly, if blue team played us wide, they might get another inhibitor tower out of this. Renekton still managed to survive. Actually, pretty much everyone survived that one, and that was quite dangerous. That bullet time of misfortune got a lot of people low, but Ezreal was able to cleanse escape it, and Renekton was able to just barely get away. But all flashes have been burned on blue team's side, whilst Misfortune and Twisted Fate still have theirs, so they'll have a huge invention. No, I don't know what I was going to say. They'll have a huge lead in the next team fight for, well, I can't see the timings on the flashes because that's bugged out apparently. A pity indeed. I wanted to know how many seconds they have left for, well, a very good team fight. So, in my opinion, blue team should do Baron now. But there's an inhibitor respawning soon, so instead, why not push the middle, shall we? And afterwards go for a Baron. I was going to talk items, wasn't I? Well, the thing I was going to talk about, as the Runic Bulwark now has been completed by Leona, is that blue team has more aura items on their team, on their support and their jungler. So Xin Zhao has the Locket of the Iron Solari. It gives your team a shield, and I think a regeneration as well. Nope, it does not. So a shield, and Leona has a Bulwark, which of course gives armor, magic resistance, and regen. So yeah, it's the Bulwark that gives you regen. And it even works on minions. So yeah, they have way more stronger team fight because of this, and they know it. You can see it. Xin Zhao just goes balls to the walls into a brush he has no vision on, whilst he saw two enemy players there. He just don't care. And that's kind of the issue I have with that team's build. Well, they have a lot of Warmocks and a lot of Hex Drinkers, but Twisted Fate won't be that big of an issue in the mid game, and it's going to be Pantheon, Xin Zhao, and the Misfortune that's just going to be a pain. Keep in mind, Twisted Fate's damage will of course remain fairly strong, but his range isn't all that good to be, as Solar Flare is going to miss pretty much everyone. The Grand Skyfall as well, but it's Renekton just tanking for an all eternity. He now finally backs away. The bullet time will get the kill to him. No, it will not. Yes, it will. Well, it was the Xin Zhao anyway, as Ezreal is going to fall. Everyone is going to fall. A fail flash there by Nocturne. A pity indeed, but it was a very hard flash to do. From here to here he wanted to go, and that was just a little bit too far away. Hey, mouse, you be careful, you. So that's an inhibitor destroyed, probably a second one shortly after. There is nothing that red team can do. Nidalee can try and throw as many spears as she wants, but I think that, well, they're not actually dodging it at all. One more spear for Leona and she would die, and one more spear for Misfortune and she would die. And Twisted Fate is just going to recall. So again, as mentioned before, the aura items are just too big of an issue. Of course, now that there is a gold lead for blue team, they have an item lead as well, though not as big. It's all because of those aura items, and of course great team fights as well, though I must say, the team fight wasn't that favorable for blue team. They only caught Renekton, who barely managed to escape even. They do have a Baron now. But the team fight wasn't all that great. They blew all their ultimates on Renekton. If he were able to escape, not that it would have mattered, but at least he tanked everything for his team. So it was red team's time then, straightly after, to go for the kill. Then again, you might say, well, blue team isn't that ultimate heavy of a team, and it is actually quite true. You have Pantheon, his Grand Skyfall isn't the moneymaker of his being. It's just his stun and Heartseeker Strike followed up by immediate death. Xin Zhao, of course, he has a very good, not sustained damage, well, yeah, let's say sustainable damage. Throughout the entire fight, he has low cooldown, so he can just continue to 3 Talon Strike you and Audacious Charge you. So yeah, maybe that's not a reason why. Renekton just took too much, and apparently it was worth it in the end. Well then, Twisted Fate is going for an Hourglass, which is also a very good decision indeed. But that means Nidalee will still do quite some damage onto him. Of course, he has Twin Shadow, so that will give him a little bit of magic resistance. Instead, Nidalee just going for pure AP. I love the fact she went for the Morellonomicon. It will decrease her cooldown reduction by quite a bit, and combined with the blue buff, that will mean she has full cooldown reduction. But because, of course, blue team has perfect control over the jungle of red team, there's no way that she will receive a blue buff. So we shall see how she's going to cope. Will she buy another cooldown reduction item? Or will she not? Follow us next time on Dragon Ball Z, as the final turret of red team is now being pushed by a Baron of blue team. This will probably be the final countdown, as there's going to be a Grand Skyfall from above, going to again hit the Renekton. Renekton going to tank for a lifetime. Nocturne finally finding himself Twisted Fate, but he managed to just walk away. Gold card to Nocturne, and then the bullet time will probably kill him. Xin Zhao got these Ezreal, as the Nocturne will die to the Twisted Fate. No, Pantheon going to die. Very nice death sentence there, pushing him towards the fountain turret. So at least Pantheon died. Very great play, but this will be a GG. I don't see a Renekton and the Thresh stopping this push. So, very great game by both teams, I must say. But a GG for blue team. Their team fights were perfect. Pretty much perfect. Perfect enough. They managed to win them, which is the best thing in a team fight. If you manage to win them, then who cares how they were executed? Just throw down banana peels and make it so that the other team just slips. And then French guys would start laughing, because apparently that's their kind of humor if you watch American television. I don't know. So guys, sorry I'm rebelling again. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.